What is going on? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody is having a good day so far. We got some new news, and it is big news for USC football, in my opinion. Jayden Maiava will be returning to USC for the 2026 season. So there was a lot of speculation this year that Maiava could be going pro. There was some speculation of that. There was a lot of, if you looked at his draft stock, a lot of people said early day two, maybe even sneaks into late day one. I don't think he would have been a day one pick quite yet. I think he would have been an early day two pick. This is big for USC football if you're making a playoff push. So, first off, I expect USC to dominate the transfer portal, or not necessarily dominate it, but they're going to target it pretty heavy because we know Lincoln Riley to do that. Lincoln Riley has done that several times. You're losing Makai Lemon, you're losing Jacoby Lane. I think that Lincoln Riley is going to go out and get some guys out of the transfer portal to surround Jayden Maiava with. So if you look at the leap that Jayden Maiava took this year, he took a massive leap in his game, and he looked like arguably one of the better quarterbacks in the country, in my opinion. I was very high on Jayden Maiava coming out of UNLV. Last year, when he did get his game reps, didn't look the greatest. There was some inconsistency there. This year, he kind of put it together more. He had one or two bad games, maybe two or three, wasn't bad. I mean, 3,400 yards on the season, 23 touchdowns, 8 picks, 91.3 QBR. I think Jayden Maiava had a great season. The stats won't jump out to you like if you look at the touchdown passes, it's not going to jump out to you. If you look at the passing yards, I think 3,400 is pretty good for what we've seen this year. But like I said, the stat sheet's not going to jump out to you. But if you watch the eye test, Jayden Maiava looked like a good quarterback this year. Now, what I was saying about the leap, if you think about it, here's like a trend that I've noticed in football all these years watching. It may not be 100% accurate, but this is what I've noticed. So, when you have a quarterback playing in the same offensive system, this was Jayden Maiava's first full year in this offensive system with Lincoln Riley, by the way. Like getting full game reps, being the starting quarterback, being the guy leading this offense. You see quarterbacks' biggest jumps from their first year in the offense to their second year in the offense. This was Jayden Maiava's first year in the offense, and he took massive leaps and bounds from last year, in my opinion. I think he took a massive leap in his game. I think next year, Jayden Maiava, I think he's going to work his way up to being a first round pick. I think I don't think it would be crazy to say that you would have him as a Heisman finalist next year if you had to make an early preseason prediction list. I don't think it's crazy to have Jayden Maiava in that top four to make it to New York next year. I don't think that's crazy whatsoever. Now, USC has a pretty tough schedule next year, but I think you brought in the guy. You brought in a guy with experience because there was some questions at quarterback. You have Hassan Longstreet, who was a very highly touted quarterback prospect, but he's super young. He's 19 years old, true freshman, not many game reps. Did Lincoln Riley really want to throw Hassan Longstreet right in there during this tough schedule next year? I don't know. I don't know. We've not really seen Lincoln Riley. We've not known Lincoln Riley to do that much. Outside of what he did with Caleb Williams, that's kind of really the only time that we've seen Lincoln Riley throw in his young quarterbacks to be the guy. So I don't think he was ready to throw Hassan Longstreet in. I think if Maiava did end up going pro, Lincoln was gonna bring in a transfer quarterback anyway. Now the future of Hassan Longstreet is it's in question. Some people are saying that he's going to transfer out. I've seen reports that he's not made a decision yet on whether he's going to stay or go. If I'm Hassan Longstreet and I see what Lincoln Riley has done with quarterbacks, I'm staying. I'm sitting. I don't care how long it takes. That's just me. I mean, he's shown to be one of the better quarterback developers in the entire country. And Lincoln Riley has came out before. He said, I'm not going to recruit a quarterback unless I think they can win a Heisman Trophy. You obviously see something in Hassan Longstreet, and I hope Hassan Longstreet really realizes what Lincoln Riley sees in him and realizes that he will eventually get his opportunity and hopefully sticks around because Maiava is not going to be there after next year. You're going to have to sit behind him one more year. Like, if you do transfer out, I don't know where you end up I don't think you're going to end up at a better school than USC actually starting. I think it's best you just wait it out. That's my opinion. Again, you're a five-star quarterback for a reason. I think Hassan Longstreet, or I think Lincoln Riley. I mean, obviously, he sees something in you. So if I'm hoping he sticks it out. But his future with USC is kind of in doubt right now, or not really in doubt, but it's kind of up in the air. Nobody knows what's going on quite yet. But anyway, I know I just kind of ranted about Hassan Longstreet, but anyways, Jayden Maiava, I think this is a massive deal. I think you brought in the guy, you brought him back. He knows your offense already, and Lincoln Riley has shown to really get better with quarterbacks as the years go on. You could make some arguments that Caleb Williams was not as good after his Heisman year, but that team also did lack talent compared to what it did his Heisman year. So I think that was some stuff to do with it. I think next year's USC team could be about where they're at right now, maybe a little bit better. I mean, you have the number one class coming in 2026 recruiting class. You, like I said, I think you're going to be very active in the transfer portal and you're going to be a hot spot because I think a lot of these guys know, first off, you're getting to go play in Southern California, which is a big draw to a lot of high school kids. You are going to have a quarterback that has experience, that knows how to get the ball to you. You're going to have them throwing to you if you're a wide receiver. You also can look at what Lincoln Riley just did with Jacoby Lane and Micaiah Lemon and be like, maybe, hey, I can go do that too. I mean, USC's offense under Lincoln Riley is going to be explosive year in and year out. As long as they have the defense, I think I think they're very well in line to make a college football playoff push next year. So I think this is big news getting Jayden Maiava back for 2026. Now, that's all we have for this video. I know it was kind of all over the place. If you did somehow enjoy it, then I would greatly appreciate if you dropped a subscribe. There's a button right down there. We have a lot more USC content coming up. Like I said, going to be very active in the transfer portal, so I'll be covering a lot of that. And I'll do a in-season recap and some stuff too. So, USC fans, just be on the lookout for that. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Have a good one as well.